We're gonna go ahead and get started just by coming into a standing position on our mat. Your feet can go about hips distance apart. We'll press down into the heels, press down into the big toes, and then spread some weight into the outside edges of the feet. From here, it'll be 4 deep breaths, and then we'll get into some more fun stuff. We'll take an inhale to breathe in through the nose, fill the body up with air, maybe letting the shoulders lift up towards the ears. And then we can exhale out through the mouth, let it go. Good, we'll go for 3, big inhale. And then exhale out, let it go. We'll go for 2, big inhale. And then exhale out, let it go. And this will be our last one, big inhale. And then exhale out, let everything go. Good. With that last exhale, we can walk the feet out a little bit wider than the hips, maybe put a little bend at the knees. We'll take an inhale to circle the arms so they come up and around overhead. When you're ready, you're gonna exhale, hinge forward at the hips, reaching your hands down towards the mat. If you need to bend the knees, totally cool. We'll use our next inhale to lift up about halfway in the upper body, flattening out through the back, reaching the crown of the head forward. We exhale, come back down to forward fold, pause. We'll inhale, bend at the knees. Find a deep squat, as deep as is comfortable for you. Okay, you'll exhale, press into the heels, press the hips back up, and then slowly roll yourself all the way up to stand. And we'll do that 3 more times. You guys have done enough standing workouts with me to know this one, right? Inhale, reach the arms up. We exhale, hinge at the hips. Hands will come down. We take an inhale, lift up halfway in the upper body, roll those shoulders down and back. Exhale, we come back down to forward fold. We'll inhale to bend at the knees. Exhale to press your hips up to straight legs, and then inhale, we slowly roll back up to stand. Good, we'll go for 2. Big inhale, bend the knees, circle the arms up and around. Exhale as you hinge at the hips, reaching down towards the mat. We'll inhale, lift up halfway in the upper body. Exhale, come back down to forward fold. Inhale as you bend at the knees. Exhale to press the hips right back up. And then inhale, we slowly roll ourselves back up to stand. For just 1 more, we inhale, bend the knees. Right, that counting was right. We exhale, hinge at the hips, find a forward fold. Hands come down, we inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, we bring it back down to forward fold. We'll inhale to bend at the knees. Exhale to press the hips right back up. And then inhale, we slowly roll ourselves back up to stand. Now, once we get up to stand, we can keep the feet pretty much right where they're at. We'll reach the arms out by our sides. Take an inhale to shift over towards the right. We'll drop the right arm down, reach the left arm up. If you feel like you need to walk the feet out wider, go for it. We'll exhale, press up through center. And then inhale, it's the same thing towards the left. Reaching the left arm over, dropping it down, reaching up and over through the right side. Exhale, we'll bring it right back up through center. Whew. And then 1 more time, let's just do a forward fold because I'm feeling it. We reach those arms up and around and we'll hinge at the hips. We take a forward fold. You'll hang out right here for just a moment, maybe a little bend at the knees. If you'd like to kind of bend at one knee and straighten out the opposite leg, kind of do whatever feels right for you. And then when you're ready, very slowly, we'll roll ourselves all the way up to stand, rolling up through each little piece of the spine. It's okay. You can go faster than me. If that's what you're feeling, that's okay. Shoulders go on top of the hips, crown of the head lifts up, and once you get up to stand, I'm going to walk us through the format of this class. We're doing 6 standing exercises for 1 minute each. We'll repeat each of those exercises 3 times through. Between each exercise, we're resting for about 20 seconds, okay? You take this at whatever pace you feel like you need to. That's always the rule of thumb with standing classes, so do what you need to do. First exercise, we're starting off with the feet about hips distance apart. We'll take a squat, you'll lower down, and then as you stand up, you press into one heel, you'll drive the opposite knee up. You'll squat through center. Same thing on the other side. We're doing that for 1 minute, 3 times through, and I'll walk you through the rest as we get into that. We have about 10 seconds, so just like hang out, get yourself ready, make sure you've got enough room, you're not gonna hit your friend behind you. We have 3, 2, and 1. We'll inhale, take a squat. You exhale, press into one heel, drive the opposite knee up, and you'll keep moving like this. Squat and lift, squat, and lift. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. I'm going to warn you right now. With this class, you will want to pace yourself. And if you're feeling really wild, sure, pick up the pace as long as you feel like you are still in control. Now, I like an exhale as you drive the knee up and stand. You could totally inhale, sometimes inhaling as you stand, inhaling to find length. That resonates with some people. For me, I don't know. I exhale as I stand up out of a squat. That's the best way I know how to explain it. And again, if you haven't noticed, I've got my mom behind me. She's being a trooper. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can go ahead and bring things in. Take a second, take a breather. Whew. Okay, 20 seconds, and then we hit that same movement again. It's going to be really fun, a little bit repetitive. So if repetitive is not for you, maybe this workout's not the one for you. That's okay. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We inhale, take a squat, press into the heel, drive the opposite knee. We'll squat and lift, squat and lift, squat and lift. Now, if you really wanted to do more right here, as you come down into that squat, you do a little pulse, up, down, stand. We squat, up, down, stand. If that's not for you, you're sticking with option 1, squat to stand. That's the fun thing about doing things 3 times through. I can give you 3 different options. And you can take whichever ones you like. The ones that you don't like, maybe you try them on another day, or maybe you just don't do them, and that's okay too. Good. Oh, I love this. Mom, I need you to film with me all the time. Okay. Yay! Yay, Mom's moving to Chicago. We have 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and take things in. Take a deep breath. Take a second. Okay, again, same movement, 3rd time through. And then we're done with it. You're not going to see it again. Okay, we're going to move on to more fun stuff. Okay, we have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Same thing. We squat and stand. Whoop, squat and stand. As you're standing up and balancing on one foot, I want you to just check in with your foot, see what's going on. Do you feel like you're rolling into the outside edge of your foot? I do, but only on the left side. Okay, if you want to do more, here it comes. You're going to take your squat, little 1-2 pulse. You'll stand up, and then actually we're going to add in arms at the bottom. You'll reach the arms up, you'll do a 1-2 pulse. Sometimes I can't remember. We stand up, drop the arms. We'll squat, lift the arms, 1-2 pulse, and then drive the knee. Oop, lower the arms. And as always, it's all right if you lose your balance. It's not a big deal. We're all humans. We're not robots. Good. All right. We just have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Take everything in. Take a second. Okay, now we get a new exercise. Exercise 2, we're going to bring hands behind the head. You'll start with the feet together. We step out with the left foot. You're going to lateral lunge. As you stand up, you're going to have to balance onto your right leg. We'll take a knee to elbow crunch. We have 3, 2, and 1. Hands behind the head. Left foot steps out. We lower down. You're going to press off of that left foot using just enough momentum to knee to elbow crunch. How was that for you, Mom? Okay? And if you have to take extra steps in between, that's all right. I do as well. There's a reason we're doing these 3 times. It's so we have some time to practice. Good. All right, we have about 15 seconds. All right, so if you need to ditch part of the movement, ditch it. That's okay. Do what's going to work and then keep practicing. We have 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. We're going to take everything up. Take a second, take a breath. If any part of that movement's not for you, I want you to just either stay in the lateral lunge, press up through center, or hang out, work on your knee to elbow crunch. Both are good options. Okay, we go back in. We have 5. Oh, I'm real sweaty. 3, 2, and 1. Hands behind the head. We step out with the left foot. You lower down. Exhale, press up. Find your balance on that right foot. Maybe tap the toes down, and then take the knee towards the elbow. Okay, we step out. Ah! And my mom will continue. Good. I think it's all the distractions of having a truck drive by or I don't know. I'm going to blame anything but my own balance. It's not me. Right? There's no way it's me. Okay, just like that, we're almost there. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring everything in. Take a second. We're doing that one more time through, then we'll hit the other side. Is it as fun as you expected? Oh. All right, we have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands behind the head, open up through the chest, step out through your left foot. We sit down and back. You'll press up and away, and then pull the knee towards the elbow. We go out and back, press up, knee to elbow. Now on the third round, we should be feeling pretty comfortable. So if you wanted to do more, I'll give you an option. As you come down into your lateral lunge, you can pause right there, rotate the upper body, bring it back through center, press yourself up, and then drive knee towards the elbow. Kind of fun. I love when we move in sync. It makes my heart so happy. Good, and now all my hair is falling in my face. I'm having a very fun time. Okay, we have 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes in. Take a moment, take a breather. Same thing on the other side. Okay, so I won't demonstrate it. I already know for me this side's going to feel a little bit tricky. So you can scoot over towards the left side of your mat. Whew. Again, hands come behind the head. If you need to pause for a second, please do so. We have 4, 2, and 1. Hands go behind the head, open up through the chest. We step out through the right foot. You find your lateral lunge. You'll exhale, press up through center. I need that extra step. We'll pull knee towards the elbow. We'll release, step the right foot out, bring it in, and then knee to elbow. Would I love it if you could make this 2 fluid movements? Absolutely. And by 2, I mean 1 fluid movement. Totally. I would love that. If it's not quite working, that's okay. That's why you get that little step in between. It's tricky. But always remember, Mom, it's never so tricky that you can't do it. Right? Mm-hmm. If only I had 2 microphones, we could get Gigi commentary. Maybe next year. All right, we just have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes in. Stand up nice and tall. Take a little shake. Is your balance better on this side or the other side?
Equal on both sides.
Equal on both sides. Look at my mom, the robot. I have a much harder time on this side. We have 3, 2. Yeah, now you guys know. We lower down, you'll stand up, pull knee towards the elbow. We go down. Yeah, my next guess, it's gonna have to be Tyler, right? People wanna see him, right? Don't you guys wanna see Tyler in a video? No, I've had people ask that are going through Pilates teacher training, how do you teach somebody that is new to exercise and not so body aware? I said, would you like me to show you me teaching Tyler? I will do it for the sake of education. Because I love him and I want him to help other Pilates instructors. All right, how you doing? I hear you breathing. Breathing is good. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes in. This is going to be the third and final round of this exercise. That's the good news. Bad news is, bad news is we're halfway through. You're almost done with me. All right, we're doing it again. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands behind the head, open up through the chest, step out through your right foot, and then you're going to bring things through center. We go knee towards the elbow. Okay. If you want to do more, you're coming down into your lunge. You're going to rotate the upper body over towards the right, bring it back through center, shift over into your left foot, and then pull the knee towards the elbow. Okay. It's just as fun both ways, but I think with the added rotation, you know, we get a little bit of extra time to just be in our feels, to feel all that fun heat building on that right leg. I wonder why I wake up and I'm sore in the morning. It's all of this beautiful Pilates. All right, we're doing good. Just 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes in. Take a second. Take a breath. Shake out the shoulders. Okay. Third exercise. What we're going to do is both feet on the ground. We'll bring the feet in nice and close. We're going to go narrow squat. We'll step out to the left. We take a wide squat. We come back to narrow. We step out to the right, make it wide. In 2 and 1. Pace is up to you. We go narrow, step out to the left for wide. Step in for narrow. Step out for wide. And you keep moving like this. Doesn't have to be a low, deep squat. It can stay pretty shallow, and that's perfectly fine. If that's what you feel like you need to do to keep the momentum going for this class, that is where I want you to go. It's always the standing classes that just like, they get me every time. Yes. And for anyone that ever asks me in the comments what I do for cardio, it's standing classes and walking. That's all. That is all. Good. And I love to hear my mom breathe. This is wonderful. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm not even being sarcastic. I love it. That's like a Pilates teacher's love language. Can I hear you breathe? Yes. Good. I love it. Not to be weird, but it just happens on its own. All right, we have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet come nice and close. We go narrow. We step out to the left. We go wide. Narrow to the right. If you want to do more, you stop through center. You do a little pulse. You go to the left. You stop. Little pulse. We come through center. Little pulse, right? You just make it kind of, we'll say, pulse-tastic. Good. As you come through center and find that narrow squat, can you squeeze the inner thighs together? Maybe they don't touch, but that's okay. You can still find a deep connection into your center, into your midline. There comes that breeze that we love. Ha ha. Yeah. It'll move. It always does. All right, we're just here for 5, 4, oh, I counted too slow. Timer went off. We stand all the way up. One more time through that. Whew. Ha, 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 ha. I feel like I have to keep moving or else my legs are gonna just, they're gonna cramp up. Okay, we go back in, final round in 3, 2, and 1. We find that narrow squat. Let's add in the pulse right away. Why not? We step out to the left. We pulse. We pull it back in. We pulse. Step to the right. You pulse. If you want to do more, you come down to squat. Reach the arms up. You can step out, lower the arms down. So go through center, arms up, like chair pose, out to the right and back. Up and back. Now, if you're like my mom and you have shoulder issues, maybe overhead is a little tricky for you. That's okay. I also have shoulder issues, but I like to perform for you guys, so I do it. But if you can't quite go overhead, reach the arms out in front of you in line with your shoulders instead. That works perfectly fine. Good. I'm sure somebody's like staring at us from the window like, what the heck are those Stewart ladies doing? We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. We get to stand all the way up. Okay, we're more than halfway through. How good does that feel? Exercise 5. We're going to do a little bit more balance. I'm going to flip this way. We'll start with the left foot. Actually, no, I need to face the timer. My bad. Left foot's going to go forward, right foot's going to go back. We'll find I'm going to call it a 90-90 lunge. We'll lunge, and then you're going to launch up. Okay, timer went off, so when you're ready, you're going to lunge and launch. Lunge, whoo, and launch. I think the technical term for this one is lunge to arabesque. If like, you know, you really had to choose. Now, if this is not so much for you, that's okay. It's all right. You just pick the part of the movement that's going to work for you. I know for some of us, lunges are a little bit tricky. It's okay. If you need something for support, hopefully you're in your home and not outside. You can grab onto something for some support. I'd say it's right about here that we start to feel that left leg burning out. You're doing good, Mom. All right, we have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes up. Take a second, take a breath. How does your left leg feel? Good?
Okay. No, I'm just locked.
It's at this moment that my mom realized this was a bad decision. We go back in, same exercise, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left foot forward, right foot steps back. We take a little lunge, doesn't have to be big. We're going to launch up, standing into the left leg. We lower down, you got it, lift up. Good, lower and lift, you got it. Good, and if your legs get a little bit shaky, that's okay. We're all shaky together. If you'd like to do more, why not? Let's do it. Add in a little pulse at the bottom. Pulse, pulse, stand. Pulse, pulse, stand. Pulse, pulse. Good. Now, as you stand up, can you stand on that left leg for a count of 3, 2, and 1? Bring it back down. Pulse, pulse, stand. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Pulse, pulse. 3, 2, and 1. You got it. Pulse, pulse, stand. 3. Good. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Good. Oh my gosh. There's this mother-daughter duo that teaches on Pilates Anytime. I love their classes. They're so fun. Okay, we go back in. Last time. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left foot forward, right foot back. Let's add in the pulse, pulse right away. Why not? We launch up. You got it. We lower down. Pulse, pulse. Launch up. Good. Now you can do whatever you want to with your hands. You'll see right here, I've got my hands at my hips. My mom likes to do the swinging arms. I like that too, but right here I'm feeling hands at the hips. If you're feeling something a little bit different, maybe you want to add on, you want to create a little bit more challenge for yourself, hey, why not? Let's do it. As you come down into the lunge, you reach the arms up overhead. You do a little pulse, pulse. You'll stand up, sweep the arms back by your hips. We lower down, you pulse, pulse, sweep and stand. Pulse, pulse, sweep and stand. Good, and we're like pretty much right there at the end, right? We just have to hit the other leg, but other than that, like right there at the end. Pulse, pulse, stand. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Good. Okay, last exercise. And then my mom's gonna take a nap. Right, Mom? Oh, she's gonna jump in the pond. Okay, right foot goes forward, left foot steps back. We lunge, we launch. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. My foot's like right on a mound of something. A little, you don't have to pulse yet. You just lunge and launch. Doesn't have to get crazy. Lunge, oop, and launch. If you're me, you can't balance on this side. I shouldn't say can't. Let's not do that. My balance is not amazing on this side today, but that's okay. It's a work in progress. Good one.
Yes,
It's not there yet. Not there yet. You would think, though, I mirror so often, you would think this side would start to even out, but alas, it does not. That's all right. All right, it's 10 more seconds. Whoo! For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes in. Take a second, take a breath. We're gonna have big old juicy booties after this. My God. Yeah, it is the sun. It makes it tricky. That's why I've been out here and I'm like, oh, I can only do 20 minutes. Okay, we go back in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right foot is forward, left foot steps back. We lunge and launch. Lunge and launch. Now remember, if you're really feeling it, you're gonna add in a little pulse. Here we go. We lower, pulse, pulse, and stand. We pulse, pulse, and stand. If you're really feeling it, like you're just all in your feels, you're like, yeah, I got this under control. This is no big deal. Next time that you stand up, you're gonna hold 3, 2, and 1. You lower, pulse, pulse. We hold for 3, 2, and 1. We lower, pulse, pulse, 3, 2, and 1. We'll lower, pulse, pulse, and 3, 2, and 1. Look at us, we're doing great. The second I say something, I lose my balance. Oh my gosh, we have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and stand up. Okay, final time we're moving through this. The synchronized Pilates competition, here it is. One more time we're moving through and then we are right into cool down. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right foot stays forward. Let's do the pulse, pulse right away. We launch it up. We pulse, pulse, and lift. Good. Pulse, pulse, and lift. Good. Now, if you're really feeling it, you add on with the arms. My mom's already doing it because she's a superstar. I think, though, because she really wants to be done with this. Lift the arms up overhead. Sweep them back by the hips as you stand up. We lower and lift. Whew. We lower and lift. I'm sure the neighbors are like, who is that woman screaming? Screaming on the Gregg property. We lunge and launch. We lunge and launch. Good. Okay, it's about 15 seconds. So you meet yourself where you're at, right? If the arms, if the pulse is a little bit too much, you just hang out in that lunge and that's all right. We have just 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes in. Go ahead and stand up nice and tall. Just start to march out through your legs a little bit. Just take a couple deep breaths. If you'd like to, you can add on some little circles through the hips. Just stand in one leg, circle the opposite one. It doesn't matter which side. Circle whatever way you want to, whatever way feels more natural to you. I like to lift and then open up. Okay, when you feel like you've done enough on one side, you're just gonna switch over to the other. Nothing more complicated than that. Oh my God. Whew. I feel like I just went swimming. Good. Okay, when you feel like you've done enough right here, you're gonna bring the feet out nice and wide. Okay, you'll open them up so that they are, wider than your hips. All 10 toes can point forward, or you can turn them out. I'm gonna do a little turnout, I think. We take a big inhale, we bend at the knees, circle the arms so they come up and around overhead. Okay, from here, we're going to slightly press the chest forward, arch through the back, open up through the front of the body. It's a little baby back bend. And then when you're ready, you're gonna exhale, press the hips back as you reach the arms forward. Nice flat back coming all the way down towards your mat. Hands can come down. Again, little bend at the knees works awesome. All right. From here, if you want to grab onto your opposite elbow with your hands, we're going to do a little ragdoll action. If you'd prefer to walk your feet in a little bit closer to each other, you can. If you're in direct sunlight like my mother and I are, maybe you just close your eyes and roll up your mat and call it a day. Good. We're going to do one big inhale right here. Exhale out, let everything go. Beautiful. And when you're ready in your own time, you're just going to roll yourself all the way up to stand. Really slow. Good. If you go as fast as my mom, that's fine. Shoulders go on top of the hips, crown of your head lifts up. I want you to take any other stretches that you feel like you need. I know it was kind of a quick cool down, but it's warm out here, okay? Do what you need to do and you're all finished with me for the day. Hopefully you enjoyed this workout. If you did, as always, please let me know down in the comments. Remember, you're awesome. You can do anything you put your mind to, and I will see you in our next video.
I just can't resist you. You got me thinking like